An extenuation of the multitude of thanks we have already received, on behalf of myself, my daughter, my wife, and the family, I do gratefully and gratuitously welcome you here, and I hope that we shall not only see you this first time, but that we should be seeing you more times. And as a family, the extension of it, the continuous meeting, the continuous association, and the sharing of bread together is always the core of that concept of the family. To this, I do ask that we indulge, and I do ask that we stay here till tonight. According to our original schedule, it's supposed to be 2 to 2. So by 2 o'clock tonight, I do expect to see all of you here, and most of us. Again, I would like to extend a few special thanks again to my cousin from coming all the way from New Jersey. Last night they had a storm that blew over us, hit them in New Jersey. They have been out of electricity for the past 12 hours or so. To that extent, he had to had a fast shuttle to come here this morning. To that extent, I have to take him back in about an hour or so. Again, I would like to extend my greatest thanks to Mr. Walsh for all his past years. And of course, as he said, I have said many times that we'll not get married, but he has always told me that that was false. And as it turns out, you know, as our custom, the aged, the old, the wise are always right. And to that extent, I must say again, he was right. And again, another special thanks to especially our guest here from the United Black Fund, whom I'm associated with and whom I work for. I'd like to extend my greatest thanks and appreciation for Mr. Rupert Bond, our controller, and Mrs. Bond, who are here on behalf of the United Black Fund. The United Black Fund is a non-profit organization that funds about 67 agencies in the Washington metropolitan area. We in fact do have the International United Black Fund with branches in Africa, the Caribbean, and this country. We have about 27 branches and affiliates within the U.S. And to that extent, I think in fact the Australian Soccer Association is going to be approaching the United Black Fund, the international section, to assist us in our California trip. And I'm sure that will hopefully will come to. Again, I do thank everybody, and my special thanks to my wife's family, and to Mr. Nyale, who has coordinated this activity and who has been more or less the cornerstone of all our indulgence here today. To that extent, I do extend a great deal of thanks and appreciation for him. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alpha. I did tell you the enemy. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. We are again about to perform one of the important rituals in the Islamic religion. It is important because in the Quran we are constantly reminded to multiply. Constant multiplication is the constant reminder in the Quran by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that as people, the only way we can survive is by constant multiplication. And today is the multiplication we are about to cherish. We are about to honor and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what He has done for us. To this, before we perform the important readings from the Quran, I must remind the parents of their responsibility to the newly member of their family, which is really the Sharia being the Islamic law that as Muslims we are bound to abide by, because that is the only thing that projects us as Muslims by relying on the God's laws mandated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as practiced by Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam in the form of the Sunnah. Sunnah, the tradition of the Prophet Muhammad. In doing so, my brother and sister, there are three responsibilities you owe to your child. But before I do that, let me ask for one thing. The child is always going to project his or herself in the public that that is my name, instead of a name when he or she goes out there will be ashamed of, but a name he or she will be proud of. That is one responsibility of the parent. The number two responsibility is the most important responsibility, because to buttress that, the first few verses of the Holy Quran, which is our own legacy, the number one legacy left to us, the Quran, the opening verses of that Quran states that is اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ بأن ربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم ألا إن الإنسان لا يطغى. The meaning of those verses I've just recited, the number one thing was read. Read in the name of your Creator. The man who created you out of a single drop of blood. The only way you're going to satisfy yourself and satisfy your community is by reading. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Told us precisely what we are as people, our responsibility as mandated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what we should and should not do as people, what we have and how we should reveal these things. It shouldn't be limited to us, but to share as community, because the community should be strong, and the community will only be strong when we as people work together to make it strong. Devote our time, devote every energy we got to make it strong. Be stronger than even us as individuals. That is the only way in the Islamic community we should project ourselves. But if we become individuals, then we have a problem. The first chapter I recited, most of the verses in those chapters is never revealed as individuals. It always revealed as people in the community, working together, talking to your Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the public or the community. Now, brothers and sisters, give me a chance while I do that after reciting the Adhan in her ears. I know sometimes there is a misconception about the Islamic religion that the male is the dominant figure, the male makes the decision. That's a fallacy, a great fallacy we as Muslims will never agree to. By the chairman that after I announce the name, I have to wait for a while so that we will take part in the cultural side, which really is not the Islamic side, which I have nothing to do with. I'm only performing the Islamic side. Then the cultural side, the chairman will take care of it. So he has just told me what the cultural side is. That is when I announce the name, I'll wait until he tells me back to call on our brothers and sisters in the community to help pray for the child so that God can guide the child and grow up to be a good citizen. Now, the moment is this. The name, according to the parents, is Adama Alpha. Adama Alpha. Adama Alpha. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad wa sallam. This is the moment, as you can step out and put on the few steps, the moment with all the world of God. This is the moment we hear. This is the moment that gets reminded. We all know what the name of the God is.
وأصحابه وأزواجه وذريته وأمته أفضل الأمم. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go further, I would like to thank the chairman.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم.
But to the most eloquent Mr. Sulaiman Mustafa, I am forever indebted. And ladies and gentlemen, as I promised you, we are now about to go down to food and music, the other part of the program. And before I do that, I would like to remind you and to say thank you very, very kindly to all of you coming. And I want to inform you that the music was provided us free of any charge by one of our members, Mr. Edward Anthony. Mr. Edward Anthony provided the music, and the guy that is going to take you through the Disneyland is my younger brother, but if you see him, you might think